Welcome to video number 3 of my Crochet Basics series, Basic Stitches. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manipulate a stitch. We're going to go over extending those basic stitches, increasing stitches, increasing by more than 2, decreasing stitches, and decreasing more than 2. All things that I get a lot of questions on from you absolute beginner crocheters, and we're going to go over it in this video. Now, if you are here for a very specific example, maybe a refresher, check out those timestamps so you can hop straight to the exact example for that quick refresher and move straight back to your project. All right, let's go ahead and dive right into the first thing I'm going to talk about, which is extending your basic stitches. The first way that you can manipulate a stitch is just by extending the stitch. And you can extend any one of the basic stitches. Here is what it will look like to extend a single crochet stitch. So we will take our crochet hook, insert it into the crochet stitch, yarn over, pull through. But then instead of having that loop be really close to the work, we're going to keep pulling the loop until the crochet hook is in a straight line, not angled down, or if you're holding it in a knife hold, not angled down, but we bring it straight in line with each other. And then we yarn over and pull through both loops. So let's do that again. Insert crochet hook into the stitch space, yarn over, pull through, but then keep pulling until that crochet hook is in a straight line, and then yarn over, pull through. That is an extended single crochet stitch. Half double crochet stitch, let's yarn over, insert our crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Generally we would stop here, but for an extended half double crochet stitch, I'm going to keep pulling, and you will see that this loop looks much longer. The crochet hook is in line, then yarn over and pull straight through. Extended double crochet stitch, yarn over, insert crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, extend, keep pulling, then yarn over and pull through all, just 2 because we're doing a double crochet stitch, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Let's stop with a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, keep pulling till they're all in line with each other. Then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. What an extended stitch will do is really elongate the stitch and meet a certain requirement. So it's not so tight knit. It's not so crowded or congested or dense in the stitch. It's much more elongated, and that's an extended stitch. Another way that you will see this represented, let me back way up, for the extended stitch is if you are working into the work. Now, this is a stitch I plan on showing you in another series. It's called the spike stitch. So if I were to insert my crochet hook, say, in the row below the row I would work in, insert crochet hook, yarn over, pull through. Instead of working the stitch normally, a single crochet stitch normally, which would bunch and group and crowd, I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to keep pulling so that that crochet hook is in a straight line, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through. And that will allow everything to lay flat, have a much looser, smoother tension. And let me show you that again. Inserting the crochet hook, yarn over, pull through, then keep pulling so it's in line, and then yarn over, pull through. And this is the spike stitch. It creates a very pretty stitch, especially if you use multiple colors. Keep pulling, yarn over, pull through. And that is an extended stitch where you just keep pulling until the crochet hook is in a straight line in whatever stitch you're making. Another way that you could manipulate a stitch is to increase stitches. When you increase stitches, all that means is to make 2 stitches in 1 stitch space. And this can be any one of the basic stitches, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, any of those basic stitches. If it says in the pattern, increase stitch, all that means is to make 2 of that stitch in 1 stitch space. So for example, if I were to make an increase single crochet in this next stitch space, I would make 2 single crochet stitches. If it wants you to make more than 2, it will specify in the instructions, such as make 3 stitches in the same stitch space, or increase 3, or increase 4, in which case you will just make all of those same stitches in 1 stitch space. So if I wanted to make like a fan or a shell, and I wanted to make 5 double crochets, it would say increase 5 double crochets. So in the same stitch space, I would make 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3, 4, and 5. You can really add as many stitches in 1 stitch space as you want, as long as they fit. But a pattern will specify what it wants you to do in one pattern. Maybe make a 3 half double crochet cluster. So I will make 1, 2, 3. There we go, little cluster right there. All this means to increase is to make more than 1 stitch in the same stitch space. And again, generally, if it just says increase single crochet or increase double crochet, if that's all it says, then you're making 2 stitches in that same stitch space. If they want more than 2, they will tell you. The other way that you can manipulate stitches is decreasing your stitches. And this will either be seen one of 2 ways. It'll either be seen as decrease single crochet or decrease any basic stitch, which just means taking 2 stitch spaces and turning them into 1. So it will look like this. Insert your crochet hook into 1 stitch space, yarn over, pull through, and then insert your crochet hook into the next stitch space, yarn over, pull through. You will have 3 loops on your crochet hook, 1 loop coming from this stitch, another loop coming from the next stitch. Then you will yarn over and pull that yarn through all 3 loops on your crochet hook, and that will turn 2 stitch spaces into 1, and that is known as a decrease stitch. You can do that with any stitch, like I said, the half double crochet, double crochet. It's not just limited to a single crochet stitch. Now when it comes to the decrease stitch, there's another name you may see it referred to by, and that is known as the double crochet, single crochet, the stitch name, the number 2, and then tog, T-O-G. And that means this particular stitch you will be working 2 stitch spaces together. So if I were to do a single crochet, 2 tog, that would mean I'm going to use a single crochet stitch to make 2 stitch spaces together. So again, inserting crochet hook into 1, yarn over, pull through, so I have a loop coming through that stitch, insert crochet hook into next stitch space, yarn over, pull through, so got a loop coming through the next stitch space, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, turning 2, the number 2, so 2 together to make 1. Now, if it ever reads just decrease single crochet or decrease half double crochet, decrease double crochet, generally if it just says decrease and then the stitch, it means two spaces together. If they want you to work more than 2 stitch spaces together, they will specify. You will also see, not as common, but you will also see like single crochet 3 tog, which means single crochet, stitch, 3 stitch spaces together. And that will look like this. Insert your crochet hook into the first stitch space, yarn over, pull through. Insert your crochet hook into the next stitch space, yarn over, pull through. Insert your crochet hook into the following stitch space, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 loops on your crochet hook, 1 loop in the first stitch, 1 loop in the second stitch, and 1 loop in the third stitch. Then yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your crochet hook, and that will turn these 3 stitch spaces into 1. Now, where would you see this? When would you see this? There are stitches that refer to the decrease tog in such a way as a reverse shell. We'll have an example of double crochet 9 tog, in which case you are using the double crochet stitch, taking 9 stitch spaces and crocheting them together. And I do have a pattern. I used that pattern with the white truffle throw blanket. You'll see that particular stitch if you would like an example of what that would look like. But yeah, that is another way you can see a manipulation of a stitch is by decreasing. All right, so how did you feel about the increased stitches and the decreased stitches? These stitches are going to be very common when shaping something such as making a stuffed animal or amigurumi or making a beanie. These are going to come up. So I'm really grateful that you watched this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. It's actually the perfect video to move us on to starting to talk about the next topic, which is video number 4. Let's move straight on over to that video where I show you how to work a circle.